All right. Let's see. Where did we leave off? And good afternoon, everybody. Or morning, I guess, or evening. I don't know. Y'all time zones. Let me turn the music. Well, I'll let it play. Won't I'll let this loop finish. And good to see you, Dream Master. Roy! Holy shit! Good to see you, buddy. Long time no see. And I'm all right. I'm doing all right. Got my cigarettes, coffee, and video games, and cats. So I'm doing pretty okay, if you ask me. My mother is taken care of. I got all my chores done. Yeah, I'd say I'm doing pretty all right. How about yourself, buddy? Can anybody hear me? Oh, so you have her. You did hear me. Awesome. Yeah, your sleep schedule must be a mess. Because if I recall, I used to only see you either early as fuck in the morning or late as fuck at night. So to see you in the afternoon, at least my time zone, it must be all fucked up for you right now. Bum 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 bum. Dum 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 dum. Bum 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 dum 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 dum. Bum 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 bum. I still can't figure out why Facebook's live chat doesn't pop up in the multi-chat stream. I really sincerely cannot understand why that is the case. Oh, how do I? What do I say to celebrate you celebrating Ramadan? Do I say? I know this will sound very American of me, but like Happy Ramadan, or what do I say in this instance? Because I'm happy for you, that you're celebrating Ramadan. I know that's a very important holiday for y'all. All right, let's get this show on the road. Some adventuring. Ramadan Kareem, but Happy Ramadan works too, I guess. I'll say Ramadan Kareem. Let me know if I'm saying Kareem right.
How might I be of service?
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Shall we head there now? 'Twould save us having to make the trip again.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Hell yeah, I'm glad I nailed it. I'm pretty good at I don't know necessarily speaking other languages, but like saying the words right. I still don't know other languages and such.
Greetings, Your Majesty. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Tidings of your good deeds have reached my ears. It was you who rid Trevo Mine of his goblin infestation. Is that not so?
Hey, Emil. Yes, the game is good. It is it is basically just Dragon's Dogma 1, but better in every conceivable way. From the UI to how it plays, how it looks, how it feels. It is because I always felt like the first Dragon's Dogma was lacking and incomplete. This one feels like a whole completed game. Like it just feels perfect. Like it is exactly what I expected and more.
I have instructed the soldiers who were present to spread word of your involvement. They were only too happy to oblige. The troubles of two locales yet remain. I beg your majesty to resolve them with all due haste. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery.
What was that discovery, Brant?
For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower.
That better not be drugs.
What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene.
Arthur. Emil, no, they're really not. In my experience so far, they're really not. Hell, if I'm being honest with you, I didn't even know that there were microtransactions until somebody told me that there were. Like legit, I didn't know. This game is whole and complete on its own. I sincerely would have never known there were microtransactions had no one had told me. Now, that doesn't excuse the microtransactions being there, but the game feels fine. It plays fine. The base game feels perfect on its own right. I haven't even once thought about the microtransactions. Yeah, the game is great. Like you don't have to spend a dime. I at least for me, I haven't once felt the need to spend a dime. Now, some people have said some things to me that I do understand their criticisms of, which makes it hard for me to recommend the game in confidence. Like the people saying that due to the limited amount of times you can change your appearance in the game, the fact that you have to pay for more opportunities to change your appearance in the game is egregious. And I agree for the people that change their appearance in the game regularly. I don't. Like when I make a character in a game, I only make them once. I never change the appearance of a character I make in a game. I never do. Other than the armor and weapons and shit, I don't change the character's appearance. So that is like a non-issue for me. But for the people who like to change their characters as often as they want, I can see why they take issue with that. And then there's the traversal. The traversal is exactly what I expected. It's just Dragon's Dogma 1, but better because you also get ox carts now. And there's a lot more places to teleport. That's it. Like, even if there's a limited amount of fairy stones in the game, I don't really. I'm fine with that. I didn't like in the first one, you get 10 port crystals. I did not use all 10 of them. And I got an abundance of fairy stones, so it didn't even matter. But so I don't know. I don't really feel like the people's complaints, like their complaints are valid, but none of this shit is an issue for me. None of this shit is an issue for me. I genuinely thought the game is complete shit from how negative everyone is talking about it. Well, Roy, that's because everyone loves a good bandwagon of hate. Everyone loves jumping on the bandwagon. The game is fine. Like the game itself is fine. It's fun. The base
This cannot
game
be
is
mere
fine.
happenstance.
All anyone is
I can only
complaining about is the
conclude that these sums
microtransactions.
are passing into the hands of
And
Arthur
even then,
himself.
they're blowing it way the fuck out of proportion, in my opinion.
Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont.
The game is fine. The voice acting is fine. The character designs, great. Like, I love this guy, Brant. Looks like a brother I would fucking have a drink with. Mm.
I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge
I got to give
bias
my-
in our pursuit of the false sovereign.
I gave my pawn fat tits and a fat ass. I'm 10 out of 10 game for me. I'm happy. And I made my character look almost exactly like how I actually look. Brolic as fuck black dude with a beard and tattoos. I'm not complaining. I'm very satisfied with this game. Oh yeah, and Maddie, the nouveau thing is definitely it's stupid complaint for sure. Dragon's Dogma is like a hybrid of Monster Hunter. I don't know if you've ever played any Monster Hunter games, but it's like a hybrid of Monster Hunter and Dark Souls. Well, no. I don't know if Dark Souls is going because you can't lock on to the enemies and dodge in the same way you can in Dark Souls. Like the foundation mechanically, it's nothing like Dark Souls. Um, really, actually, no. The only mechanical difference between Dragon's Dogma, Dark Souls, and Monster Hunter is that Dragon's Dogma, you can't lock on to the enemies. You just can't lock onto them at all. There's no dodging or rolling mechanic like there is in Monster Hunter and Dark Souls. So that's what makes Dragon's Dogma mechanically unique. Because in both Monster Hunter and Dark Souls, there are enemies you can you can fight without locking on. In fact, it's a whole fucking thing. You can fight without ever locking on. Wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. But Dragon's Dogma, you just can't lock on at all, and you just have to get used to that, dog. You just have to be okay with that the whole time, never being able to lock on to an enemy.
"'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins.
But yeah, other than not being able to lock on Dragon's Dogma, it is functionally, it is very, very similar to Monster Hunter and Dark Souls. Hello, hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Excellent.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you.
Oh, likewise.
Yeah, no, I'm having a good old time.
I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity...
I did. I watched my ex-roommate playing last night. The combat looks like a lot of fun. No lock-ons, like you said, but that's not...
Yeah, that's not a deal breaker. That's kind of what you expect going into a Dragon's Dogma game.
Yeah.
At first, it did bother me. Like in the first game, it bothered me to not because I gotten so used to locking on in games, locking on to my enemies and shit. So to play a game where I couldn't lock on, that did bother me. I'm not gonna lie, and it made me not want to play. But then I just got used to it, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's just a different play style. You just get used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... I ran into like the opposite problem in Lies of P, where I played so many games that were nothing like Dark Souls that when I tried to play Lies of P, I couldn't retrain my muscle memory for a while.
Exactly, because that's all it really boils down to is just retraining your muscle memory. Like, if you did what I did and played all the Souls games right before playing Dragon's Dogma, then yeah, that shit is jarring as fuck to not be able to lock on and dodge roll and shit. I was just like, oh, well, how do I fight an enemy I can't lock on to? And the answer is get good, idiot. Just fucking relearn to, retrain your muscles.
Exactly.
And now I'm especially happy because I got my big fucking sword. I had to unlock it, but I unlocked the warrior class, and now I've got my big fucking sword.
There's a ladder.
Nice.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
It's almost bigger than your character.
Exactly, just the way God intended.
Right.
Come take a look. You'll be glad.
The big fucking sword archetype is something I fucking live for. I love it. It is just big fucking
did.
sword. In all the Souls games and every game, every kind of RPG I play, where it's an option to use a big
Always a
fucking
pleasure.
sword, I always go for the big fucking sword builds.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need.
It's one of the good
or
things
to
about the
survive.
Souls games. It's like
So
every
for-
game tries to do like Guts' sword, but bigger.
Like we can go bigger. We can go further beyond. Go bigger, better. Look at me, my muscles and tattoos on out. I'm kind of wondering, does this look all right? Because I mean, at least this one, I'm showing off my fucking muscles and tattoos.
Does look good. The character creator produces fairly realistic looking people.
Incredibly realistic. Again, and I don't know if you know to pick this up by now, but a habit of mine is in games where I can design my character. I always basically design myself because he's just me.
I mean, I can relate.
Oh yeah, I love being able to do that. Just big ass black dude, tattoo, short hair, and a beard. That's me every time. I don't like the gloves though. There's no glove option. The white shawl or the general's mantle? It really doesn't make that big of a difference. Like stat wise. So it's like it's just a matter of looks at this point. What do you think about this white shawl, the Voyager's cape?
It looks pretty nice. I like it. It's sorry, my brain's searching for words.
No. Take your time.
I think it's a nice touch. I think like if I had color choices, I would choose a different color, but the style is nice.
You know, I was thinking the same thing. The style is nice. If I could change the color, I would. If I could
Feels wrong
change,
to wear white into combat.
it feels very stupid to wear white into combat. Like, what the fuck?
Imagine how much hydrogen peroxide you'd have to go through.
Oh my god, so much. And bleach. So much blood and dirt. White is just the worst thing to wear into combat. And yeah, Emil, I look, Emil, I am okay with the people out there who just like making the most ridiculous looking character. Kudos to them. But I'm not that kind of guy. I don't like looking. If I'm gonna be looking at this fucking character for over 100+ fucking hours, I want somebody that I can actually stand and look at. Like, because if you make a silly looking character, yeah, it's funny at first, but it stops being funny after a while. At least for me.
Yeah, I have a harder time like watching people play when they make their characters like deformed looking, like the limbs really skinny or thick or whatever, and out of proportion with everything else. Or the faces look like,
The price.
I don't know,
Many thanks. I appreciate the
anything
business.
but human.
I do so
Like
enjoy
gigantic.
stocking up on supplies.
Like, just gigantic or weird and silly. And yeah,
Gold.
Emil,
Yeah.
it ruins the
Not a
cutscenes.
contradiction. You
Like I've watched a lot of Souls type Let's Players, and some of them always do that, and it's like, well, okay, I'm glad that you can make a character with bright blue skin and a big bulbous nose that looks like a doorknob, but
Like,
after a
good
while
for
it gets really distracting.
exactly. It's like good for you, buddy. That was funny, you know, 6 hours ago. Like it stopped being funny. At like I can chuckle at it once, and then it's just grating to look at. Like I'm like, okay, buddy, you put on a helmet or something, man. You just look silly. Where to travel to? Where to go? Where to go? I got 3 missions. 3 mother loving missions in opposite directions. I'm gonna go up. How about that? I'm gonna go this way. Crazy boy. I keep giggling at my ugly cyberpunk character, and it's been almost a year. Crazy boy, you have uh Sumit Singh. Sing. Good to see you, buddy. You have much better ability to laugh at things than I do. Like for me, jokes like certain things like that just stops being funny. For me, I am not I want to be clear about that. I am not faulting anybody who can look at the same goofy ass shit and laugh over and over and over again. You want to know one of my guilty pleasures or jokes? The word nut. I love the every time I hear the word nut in any context, especially if it's like power nut or some shit like that, I cannot stop laughing. I just break out laughing every time. Like my plumber, my plumber, he had to come fix my kitchen sink, and he said he just needed to tighten a nut, and I laughed in his face. He asked me why I was laughing. It was like because I love the word nut, and then he started laughing. Yeah, I can definitely see that. A few hours in, and you're like, time to create a new character. Exactly. Let's see. What you got going on for today, Maddie?
I woke up late, so I'm still working that out. uh,
I'm digging. I'm digging.
like I got up last night and was not able to go back to bed for a few hours,
Have
and
my
then I
support.
took a Flexerol, which made me sleep longer.
Ooh. Well, welcome to the land of the living.
Yeah, thank you.
Time to get shit done.
Yes.
And Sumit, um, I dig on that right there. You know, as soon as someone says nut, ball 69, etc., all bearing is gone. It's just obliterated. My weakness is the word nut. I have
I
another
love the
weakness.
way.
What's up?
Oh, I said I love the way the internet turned those words into memes, and they're actually funny.
Yeah, love that shit. Oh, another. But on that same topic, let me talk about something I hate. All right, I've been on the internet long enough. People talk a lot of shit, and I'm pretty good at shit talking, so I actually enjoy it. You know, a good ribbing, you know, a good back and forth. Even if it's somebody who's very clearly like actually mad at me and is actually trying to get under my skin, I'm okay. Like the crazy thing is, I'm okay with that until you stop. Until you just stop, right? Nothing gets under my skin more than when I'm having at least in my opinion, a good back and forth, and then the motherfucker just decides, no, I don't want to play along anymore. You know, just because I was having an argument with somebody recently online, and it was really obvious that both of us were trying to get the last word in. I eventually say to him, look, we're going to be here all day because I can tell we're both trying to get the last word in. So here, I'm going to give you the last word. Make it count. Make it funny. You know, say something strong. And in their reply was the word no. They just said no. And I said, I fucking hate you for this. Like, who gave you the right to stop arguing with me, goddammit.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
I'm in it for the fight. I'm in it to win it. I'm like a pig. I like the fight.
You know, sometimes people will be like, agree to disagree in a way that is very dismissive.
Anticlimactic. Dismissive.
Yeah.
Ah. Let's go out with a bang. Let's just say some shit. Oh, what's this? Divineer's Salon. An alarming my car sequence with a random person who wants to have the last alarm sound, and I'm hard-headed and I'm gonna have the last alarm. Hell yes, Sumit, you get that last word in, goddammit. You get that last alarm in. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I thought I was good at reading maps, but sometimes I'm stupid. I'm going the opposite direction of where I need to go. Okay, let me just... So turn around, turn left. Go around the bend. Okay. Turn around. Turn left. There we go. But yeah, Maddie, if it works, I look forward to playing Helldivers with you.
Oh yeah. Me too. I'm not the best at it yet, but
Me neither. I die all the time.
I think my favorite death so far was I was wearing a backpack force field, got hit by a Devastator rocket, got knocked over a wall, down the side of a cliff, fell on a mine, bounced, landed on the ground, survived, and as soon as I stood up, I set off a mine and died.
Oh my god. That's some Looney Tunes shit right there. I love it. I fucking love it. And who are you, Donovan? Hoy there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? Not really. It's late at night right now.
Is that you hear my request? What have you got to lose?
My time, buddy. My time. Emil, yes, there's too many games to play, and they're all fucking awesome. Indie, AAA, there's so many good games to play that I can't keep. That it's damn near impossible to keep up with all of them. Yeah, I'm behind too, buddy. Trust me, I am behind. Me playing this right now, a game that just came out, is rare for me. I don't often play I have been streaming for a while now and deleted a lot of those streams because I wanted to, do it better, like I'm doing now. Like I'm much more proud of how I'm streaming now than how I used to stream. But I digress. My point is, I only ever played games that were basically old at this point. Because keeping up with the meta, with the hot new thing, is damn near fucking impossible because there's just so many. Like, God, I didn't play Elden Ring until like 6 months to a year later. Like, there's a lot of shit out there, man. It's hard to keep up. So don't feel bad, brother. I feel you.
My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business.
What about you there, Maddie? What games are on your backlog?
Oh, there's so many. I still have to finish Baldur's Gate 3, and Control, and Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. I made a list of games I wanted to stream, and then I just haven't gotten around to streaming. So,
Ooh.
and then I tried streaming Baldur's Gate 3, and I found out that actually doesn't work well for me for streaming.
What's wrong?
Hold on.
What's not working for you?
What's that?
Well, you said something's not working for you?
Oh, it just didn't. I mean, at the time I did it, the game was still relatively new. It was constantly being patched. I was trying to do a modded playthrough, and that was a mistake.
Oh, that was a mistake.
And also, it's just such a big game. It feels like trying to commit to playing the whole thing on stream is, well, I'm not Luality, okay? I think she's played the game. I think she's played like 2,000 hours of it now.
God damn.
And also my internet kept breaking while I was trying to stream, and I just haven't gotten back to it. But
If
um,
if it ain't one thing, it's another, huh?
yeah. So I tend to go through like genres. Like I was playing lots of
Hardly
survival
humble off
games in
service
January,
on account of all the monsters
and
on
right
Earth.
now I'm playing lots of
But
grand
now I feel
strategy
prepared to
games.
start making trips to Melv again.
I'm digging. And yeah,
Um,
Emil, same here. The From Software games are just basically all reliable at this point. But keep going, Maddie.
but yeah, I've got, let's see, Cyberpunk, Baldur's Gate 3. I still have to play the first Dragon's Dogma. I'm not sure you have to play it for Dragon's
No,
Dogma
no, no.
2, but
You do not have. In fact, it's funny to actually say this now. You don't even do not play Dragon's Dogma 1. Don't.
okay.
There's playing this now. It's just the infinitely superior version of the same game.
Right.
Don't even bother playing 1. Just don't even bother. You're not missing out.
But oh God, for years I went through like with the weirdest med side effect from Paxil,
Mm-hmm.
where it meant when I tried to focus on doing something like playing a game that I would build up anxiety until I'd have to stop. That doesn't happen anymore, but I've just got this huge backlog from like a few years of not being able to play games very long, which is like a
Damn.
silly thing. But
Nah, that ain't silly. I get it. I get it. And Sumit, fucking 1 hour of time a night, that brother, that ain't no time to play nothing. God damn, bro.
yeah,
It's not just play nothing. That ain't no time to do nothing. Do you even sleep, dude? Like, please tell me you're at least getting some sleep, brother. I've heard Alan Wake was good, but I've also heard it's very woke. And woke is bad. So I don't know if I want to play a woke game, Emil. I don't know. An anti-white person woke game. I don't know. I don't know if I want to endorse a game like that, brother.
did you see Boogie's tweet about that?
Oh yeah, mine was the one that went the most viral. Quote tweeting it. I called his ass out on that shit. All of them. I was like, I said, I want any one of you musty dipshits to name even one game, just one, that is that says it's bad to be a white man, to be a straight white man. Just one. I'm begging you. And that tweet blew the fuck up, and I still don't understand why. I was just talking shit. Three to 4 hours
Yeah.
a night sing. Good lord, brother. That is. I mean, I'm glad you're energized. I mean, I'm on real. I get like maybe 5-6 hours maximum of sleep. Though I do wake up throughout the night. I got sleep apnea, so it's kind of a headache. It's just that's what happens. My CPAP machine, I sleep with that and all that jazz. But sometimes I just jump up out of my sleep, but then I go back to sleep. And I go back to sleep no problem, and I feel energized after. Oh yeah, Emil, that's correct. That's another issue. A lot of games are just really fucking long now too. So that it takes like 100 hours to beat a game once. Like it's kind of nuts. Yeah, Sing, one day, all that energy, all of it's gonna come crashing down, and you're just gonna pass out. You're gonna be in a fucking coma, dog. Oh, they're finished. Oh, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. And welcome back, Ghost. And I'm sorry, Maddie. This chat is actually a lot more active than I thought it would be. It normally isn't this active.
Hey, it's fine. It's good actually.
It is good.
Forget.
What's up?
Oh, I was saying I love that we have lots of games like Vampire Survivors now that you don't have to play them for hundreds of hours to get anything out of them.
Yes. Thank God that those options are there. Because yeah, there are too many games now where you do have to just invest hundreds of hours to feel like you got your money's worth. But then there are games like Vampires Survivor, Katana Zero, so on and so forth, where you just play it and you're immediately Celeste, where you're just immediately feeling like, bam, I am getting all I'm gonna get out of this game, and I'm having a good time, and that's it. Like I can come back into it anytime, I can put it down, come back, whatever. You're in the moment having a good old time. What this old dodgy motherfucker talking about? I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Okay, side note, um, I know people love the idea of living in a fantasy world, but I wouldn't want to because imagine, because I live in bumfuck nowhere, right? Where you have to drive everywhere. There are long stretches of road between each town. I can only imagine going for a ride to the next town over and then being attacked by fucking goblins. That would get really fucking old. I would never leave my town. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm staying here. How woke would I say Dragon's Dogma is on a scale of 1 to 10? Oh, easily a 10. Are you kidding me? The first character you see in the game is a black knight. A black knight in medieval times, a medieval European inspired fantasy. In my fantasy game, a black knight? No. No, that's too woke. Unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable. Disgusting. There were no black people in medieval Europe. So why is there a black knight captain in my medieval European dark fantasy? Too woke. Wouldn't recommend it.
Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts.
Oh, and women fight. Women fight alongside men. Oh my God. What is this world fucking coming to? Telling women that they can fight alongside men. That is a fantasy. Fuck. Hope you enjoyed that rant. I'll be here all week.
You're good at that. Almost too good.
Hey, ranting.
Oh, yeah.
Don't call myself the RICO Rants for nothing. Funnily enough about that, I didn't come up with my just social media name. A friend of mine did. I was trying to, before I started 3-4 years ago, I was trying to come up with a name, and everything I came up with was ass. So my best friend, one of them, she says to me, "Why not Rico Rants? Because you rant all the time." And I was like, "That's fucking brilliant. I hate you." I only recently changed it to Dorico Rants because I was trying to rebrand, but because there's multiple other Rico Rants out there apparently. And the thing is, they're not Rico Rants, they're Rico's Rants. That's the weird thing about it. Like they're just slightly different, but it is unfortunately, yeah, a lot of people who go by the name Rico, but no one who goes by the name Dorico. So suck on that, internet. Emil, I think I will. Maybe he'll listen to me. I don't know. I kind of dunked on him pretty hard on Twitter not too long ago, so maybe I don't think he'll listen to me. 'Cause I don't think he'll listen to me. Maybe he'll listen to me. I don't know. I kind of dunked on him pretty hard on Twitter not too long ago, so maybe I don't think he'll listen to me. Maybe he'll listen to me. I don't know. I kind of dunked on him pretty hard on Twitter not too long ago, so maybe I don't think he'll listen to me. Maddie,
Yes.
what would you say? Because some people have asked me this, and it is honestly a very hard question to answer, but I'm curious if you can answer it. what would you say is your favorite game of all time?
Well, that is a hard question. It's
Right?
like, uh,
That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter
like
Take
if
your
I go
time.
by,
from Lady Margit,
oh yeah,
Head's wife, to be
it's
delivered
like
to
not
Lord
hours
St. Leonard
played.
in Melbourne.
I think for hours played, my two top games are Mass Effect 3 and Skyrim.
I guess the better question is then not necessarily which game have you put the most time in, but what game has left the largest impression on you?
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's what I was saying. Is it can't be the most time because I love both the games, but not that much.
exactly. Hey, Rico
um,
Rock.
God, I do have to think about this one.
Take your time. I'm going to respond to the chat. Emil, Bloodborne is also mine. Bloodborne left a huge impression on me. Never mind the giant fucking spiders that I hated and damn near shit myself upon seeing. Do your thing. Oh,
I mean, like the boss spider
oh
amygdala, or
no. And 1 second. I'm back. Sorry, I had to mute myself. I was talking to my roommate, son private. But yeah, no, not the amygdala, just the regular ass black spiders, black widow spiders. That's it. They
oh
just look
yeah,
like they just like regular ass black widow spiders, but giant, and that scared the fuck out of me because I'm a pussy when it comes to spiders. I hate spiders. I may be a big brolic ass black dude, but I'm terrified of spiders.
I mean, it's a really common fear.
Yeah, I'm bigger than them, but they make me feel small. I hate them. But yeah, no, Emil, Bloodborne is my favorite of all time. When I think of all the games I've played, the one that has left the deepest impression on me, one I always think of when I think of aesthetics, play style, um, and just overall like impression I got from the characters within the game. Uh, Bloodborne is the first game that pops into my head every time. And Bloodborne, if I'm being honest in my criticisms of it, leaves a lot to be desired. It bugged out a lot in places. Like specifically whenever I try to do co-op. Um, it has a lot of potential, in my opinion. Like there's so much more that can be done with that game if they just do it. Like I just wish they would. The narrative is from software style of all over the fucking place. But so I didn't really, but I still liked it. The world, the characters. Oh, Eileen the Crow. God, I love her character.
She's fantastic. I want to grow up and be Eileen the Crow.
Right? She's so fucking cool. Gehrman, the fucking dude in the wheelchair. Father Gascoigne, the first boss. The first mate. Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying I really love the fight with Gehrman. It's like they frame the whole thing aesthetically so wonderfully, and it also has this feeling of like the masters decided to strike down the student.
Yep. Oh, it's a beautiful feeling. And let me tell you right now, I'm a sucker for any final boss battle in a flower field. That shit goes hard as fuck every time.
Yeah.
Lady Maria is my favorite boss fight. Yes. Lady Maria is beautiful. I love her. She only gets like 2-3 lines and I just love her.
Oh, she's great.
The unrelenting nihilism and dark vibe to it. Yes, it is delicious. The world just feels everything feels wrong, but also feels so right. It's a world mired in not even calamity, not like world-ending calamity like you see in like Legend of Zelda, with regards to Ganondorf, like Breath of the Wild, where Ganondorf like successfully destroyed the world, but then the world kind of rebuilt itself while he was sealed away by Zelda. No, there's a kind of there wasn't a calamity, but you can see this world was born of mankind's folly and hubris, trying to become things that they shouldn't have been, trying to get into contacts with things that they shouldn't have, trying to do things, going beyond what mankind ever should have, creating monsters of like when you find out that the monsters were formerly humans, it's just like all you see is that this is the world that man created, that all of this is man's creation. Like we look to these horrific eldritch gods and you think to blame them, but no. What it was humans who went too far and destroyed their own world. And everyone that's still alive, especially when you learn their backstories, it's just they all regret what they've done. They all, and yes, there's like email. It's like they're living in a purgatory, but it's a purgatory of their own creation. They all did it to themselves, and it's beautiful in the same vein as it's haunting. And that is why Bloodborne is my favorite game, because that's the impression it left on me. I can't forget it. I've played plenty of great games, but I've forgotten about them because they just didn't leave much of an impression. But Bloodborne left a fucking impression. You come up with your answer yet, Maddie?
No, I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
I do love Bloodborne. I love the Souls games in general a lot. They all have a really, I don't know, aesthetically, they're just at this point just really familiar. That's not the right word, but
no, I get you. Aesthetically, they are unforgettable and incredibly pleasing.
Yeah, I haven't finished one yet because yeah.
I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to
But
it that the letter reaches
I
its
think
recipient.
probably one of my favorites has to be one of them. But then it would have to be like the first Dark Souls or Bloodborne or Elden Ring.
The Elden Ring is go ahead.
Although I really like Dark Souls 2 a lot more than the community seems to.
Okay. Time for another rant, but before I get into that, the leftist owl. This game is awesome. Fuck you, buddy. And yeah, I am excited for Shadows of the Erd Tree. I cannot wait. I am so hyped for that. I'm just fucking with you, leftist owl. I love you, brother. But no, the base game is fine. I was just saying it earlier. The base game is fine. But back to what I was about to say about Dark Souls 2. Yeah. So before I played Dark Souls 2, I made the mistake of watching a bunch of review videos on it, and all of the review videos on it were all just saying the game is ass. It's shit. Don't play it. It sucks. Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. And then I played it, and the game was fine. The game was, the adaptability at high or low, it made no difference. I had no problem with that fucking game. It was fine. And I found myself sitting here having a good time wondering, what the fuck was everyone talking about?
I feel like it had a big case of the sequel wasn't like the first one. And I don't think that's a flaw necessarily.
Oh yeah, I would say that's largely what it was that, and also people again. If there's one thing I've learned about the internet, people love getting on hate trains for a variety of reasons. Because it feels good. Two, because it's good for clout. Because that's what the popular consensus is. So I'm gonna say what'll get me views and shit, even if it's not true. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna really stretch that shit. I'm just like, it really wasn't. it really wasn't anything anyone. I stand by that everyone who was shit talking the game was just outright lying. That they were just outright lying to their audience because it was cool to do so at the time. Because I had a good time. It was nothing like they described it.
I knew I was right to put my faith in you.
Absolutely nothing like they described it. People were exaggerating like a motherfucker, or just outright lying. And I hate all of them for doing that. It is largely why I do not trust many reviewers anymore, because I know that there's too much incentive for reviewers to just say what they, what's popular to say. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm just gonna play these games and judge for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I appreciate that Miyazaki recently came out and said that Dark Souls 2 was a good influence on the design of Elden Ring. Because, like, for a long time, a lot of the people who are really down on Dark Souls 2, one of the things that they would point to is Miyazaki would never acknowledge the game existed.
Exactly.
And I would advise against trying.
Because if I recall, son, Miyazaki is not ashamed of Dark Souls 2. Even though the fan base hates it, he's not. He liked it.
Like, imagine if he was the type of guy to throw the team that did Dark Souls 2 under the bus just to satisfy fans.
Just to satisfy, I would have no respect for him if he did that.
Yeah.
Hey, Cynthia. And yeah, people were acting like it's Forspoken 2.0, and that's we don't talk about Forspoken on this channel. We don't talk about Forspoken. I'm just kidding. I've never played Forspoken, so even though it's been shit talked to hell because of the narrative and such, like I said earlier, I refuse to accept other people's judgment on video games anymore. I'm going to play that shit myself before I say whether or not it's bad. I haven't played Forspoken yet. So when I do play it, I'll tell you how I feel about it.
It looks fun, and it looks like it has a fun premise. I haven't really paid attention to any of the gameplay or reviews of it, other than I know that there's like a lot of negativity about it, but I'd give it a try.
It's worth a try. That's what I feel. I think everything is worth trying, or at least judging for yourself. I'm just not interested in just accepting other people's judgment anymore. Now I understand the argument that, well, I don't want to spend money on something that'll turn out bad. Or I don't want to waste my time on something that'll turn out bad. I'd rather watch a review to tell me whether or not it's worth spending my money on. I understand that argument. I do. But here's the thing. There is nothing more valuable than your own judgment. You could be missing out on a perfectly good experience. I even think bad experiences are good experiences because at least you judge for yourself whether or not it was a bad experience. Your own judgment is worth more than someone else, than the potential loss of time and money, because you at least can say, yeah, I tried this out myself. I got to experience this myself, and I agree it's bad. I'm not interested. You know what I mean? I think that's more valuable than money and time. Is your own judgment? Is the summary of what I'm saying here? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think of that? Maddie?
Oh, sorry. I think about.
Did you hear anything I said? It's cool if you didn't. It's okay if you didn't hear what I said.
Yeah, I was focusing on Twitter for a moment. I'm sorry. What was it you were saying?
There we go. It's like, it's okay. You don't have to. I've done that myself, where my part of me tuned out, and I tuned back in. I'm like, oh shit. I don't want them to know that I stopped paying attention. Fuck. Yeah. That thing you were talking about. Yeah, I agree with you. You know what I mean? It is okay. It does not bother me if you weren't listening.
I know I heard a good part of it, but something caught my eye.
Something caught your eye. The ADHD
Yeah.
ass brain. That's how it be.
True.
I've got it too. But what I was saying then, I'll summarize. Instead of saying the whole rant, I will summarize. I think there is greater like I value your own judgment over the potential loss of time and money that you would say otherwise save by trusting somebody else's judgment. Like I would rather experience something myself. Obviously there's a line to my logic. Like there's a point where that doesn't agree. Like I don't need to shoot myself in the dick to know that I probably shouldn't shoot myself in the dick. You know, I'll take the word of someone who shot themselves in the dick to come to the conclusion that, hey, maybe shooting yourself in the dick is a bad idea. You get me?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I do pay attention to reviews, but like if something looks interesting to me, I'm not gonna avoid it unless it looks like there's actually a lot of substance to the criticisms.
Yeah.
Come find me when you've delivered that letter.
Like I'm not like trying to chase the most popular thing.
Let us see this delivered swiftly and intact.
Yeah, I'm not interested in chasing the most popular thing either.
So, like, I knew all the criticisms when I got the original Dark Souls 2, and the game just wasn't what everyone was complaining about. And then Scholar of the First Sin, I have feelings both positive and negative about Scholar of the First Sin, but I still like it. Since that was the topic, I'm trying to look at my recently played to see if there's something that is kind of relevant, and I am failing.
I believe in you.
I can think of one where something was really popular, but also lots of people were really mad about it, which was Pal World.
We ought to employ an ox guard and save our strength.
There's no great shock.
Did you?
Yeah, I heard you. Power World. Okay, so I saw mixed. It was mixed. What I saw, like some people absolutely loved it, but everybody else also hated it. But not because of like how it played, but because of how it was made.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really give a shit. That's not my battle to fight, dog.
Yeah. It's like so much of the controversy around it started because somebody saw that the CEO had said something about AI art and decided that they had used AI art to design the game. And it was just kind of amazing to watch that take off. And for so many people to build this consensus that this was a bad or even creatively bankrupt game, while at the same time it was breaking sales records.
Yeah. I mean, clearly it was good. Like clearly, I mean, if it's breaking sales records, clearly it was good on its own right.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is why somebody had pointed out that they were like, clearly, a lot of the Twitter, and that's actually just an aside. It's the same with the Avatar live action that just came out. Whereas Twitter hated the fuck out of it, but it's a massive fucking success, like commercially.
Really?
So you realize that a lot of people's outrage is small by comparison.
Yeah.
Like even right now with all the outrage towards Dragon's Dogma 2, it's a top seller right now on Steam, despite PC being the large bulk of the fucking outrage.
Yeah.
So when you take things into that perspective, you realize a lot of people are loud, but they're small. because a lot of people are normies and just they're not plugged in to every last fucking controversy and issue people are having with games and shit. No. Sometimes people just want to play the fucking game, dog. Y'all can us, not even gonna say you, I'm plugged in. So us ultra plugged in motherfuckers.
I'll collect that.
We are a minority. And I accept that. That's why it's better to just I sided with the normies on this. Just play the fucking games. Just do your own thing. Just play the fucking games. Don't listen to every fucking outrage fucking controversy, whatever the fuck going on online. Just do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, it's often really a waste of energy to get involved. I found the whole Power World thing to be so fascinating to watch, but in general, it's like if you're gonna try a game, then it doesn't really matter what everyone else is saying. There's an interesting element. I say, like the online outrage thing. You know, Ark Survival Evolved.
Ark Survival Revolved.
Evolved.
Like that's not Ark Survival. That sounds familiar. Like, was there controversy about that? Because that sounds very familiar.
Yeah, it's a survival game where it has multiple different maps. The first map was an island filled with dinosaurs, basically. So you do normal survival game stuff, but also a big part of the game is like taming dinosaurs to do stuff for you, and to build up an army of dinosaurs to go, or animals in general, to go after like the big bosses in the end game. And they recently relaunched it. An army of dinosaurs to go after, or animals in general to go after. Like, it's supposed to be more of a remake than it was, but in Unreal Engine 5, called Ark Survival Ascended. And the thing about it that I noticed was that the YouTubers who would follow Ark were constantly like, in the last update, the devs didn't mention this one thing. Does that mean they've abandoned it? And they would build clicks off of this thing that, like, the devs didn't mention something 1 week, even though they'd mention it the next week and the week before. It's like it was this weird.
That is. Sorry, what were you saying?
It's this weird thing where they build all this controversy off of like microscopically examining everything the devs said and treating the last statement as if it's from the devs, as if everything they said before wasn't. I'm having a hard time explaining this. It felt like they were building
straw men? Is that what you mean? Or just building a controversy where there was none?
Yeah, like one week the devs would talk about Ark 2, the sequel to the game that they're working on, and then the next week they wouldn't mention Ark 2, and then like YouTubers would be like, they didn't mention Ark 2 this week. Does that mean it's canceled?
Oh my god! Yeah, so they were creating controversy where there was none.
Yeah, and I mean, Ark is struggling. Like, the game is struggling. It's lost a lot of players. They're having trouble getting the stuff out that they want on time. But I feel like the YouTubers are like some of these YouTubers that I'm talking about create this.
They're creating the problem itself. They're killing excitement for the game within the fan base by creating a problem where there is none, making fans think, nothing's being worked on. It's not worth being investing your time or energy into that type of shit, and effectively fucking over the devs.
Yeah. And this is like, the stuff we were talking about on like Twitter, people building up whatever about Pal World or the game you mentioned. I'm having a hard time explaining myself right now. Sorry.
No. You're fine. You're fine. Do not sweat it. Do not sweat it. Take all the time you need to get your words out.
Yeah, it just feels like that people are incentivized to create the perception of controversy.
That's social media for you, baby.
Yeah.
That is social media. They are incentivized. They are. They're rewarded for it. You see how much engagement all the hate tweets about fucking Dragon's Dogma 2 are getting right now?
Yeah.
An ox cart ought to make our
Like,
journey
it happens every time because there's more incentive to shit on something than there is to celebrate it. To create controversy than there is to say the more reasoned take, things aren't as bad as they're making out to be. Why'd the cart stop? Why'd you fucking stop, buddy? Oh, goblins up ahead. Good to go. But yeah, no. There is absolutely incentive
You are in need of healing. Allow me.
to just talk that shit. And people fall for it every time. That's what frustrates me. And Emil, what you just said about how it's crazy how Twitter makes you think the consensus on things is something it absolutely isn't. Yeah.
Think I'll stand for this.
Twitter and most social media be having people thinking that there's some sort of consensus on things that just
Stand strong.
there absolutely fucking the fuck isn't.
We'll pull through yet.
Why can't I sit back down? What the fuck happened? Why is he stuck?
This ox cart's bound for Melv.
Okay, good. I'm glad it is. Now let me sit down, motherfucker. Why aren't you moving? Why can't I sit down? What is happening?
Maybe he wants you to talk.
There we go. It's good now. I talked to him and now we're good. That's why how I engage with social media, I will say my piece. I will listen to what people are saying. But oh fuck, a big guy, shit. A big motherfucker.
Is that?
A big ugly bastard is what he is.
Oh,
please,
you can still claim on monsters.
Oh God, please don't fall off the cliff, motherfucker. Don't take me with you. Fuck.
That would be such a bad way to go.
His a tendency we might exploit, though to do so would be to court danger.
Okay, yeah, that would be a fucked up way to go. One of my pawns fell down. Please, Brunel, you better not fall into the water. Are you stuck?
A moment of indecision may spell out doom. Perhaps.
Why'd it have to be a big guy on the road? What the fuck? Oh, he's weak to fire. Come on, big guy. Take this ass whooping. Where the fuck is he running? Woo! Big slash, baby.
There is no better time to strike.
Moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. Point of view from up here. Shall we see how high I
Woo!
can scale?
Fire of wolves! Can you not swim in this game? Yeah, no. No one can swim in this game. Going into the water results in giant in ugly, creepy-ass fucking tentacles coming out the water to fuck you up. Like, they just drag you into the water and you die. No, your NPCs, your fucking pawns, nobody can swim. Wire of Wolves, it is good to see you again, buddy. Entitled whiners who don't even play the game whining about shit. Yes. That is a perfect descriptor of these fuckers.
Moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Hey, do your thing, buddy. I'll be here if you want to check, Wire Wolves, but enjoy the game, because it is fun. Die! I have no idea what the fuck's happening right now. I'm just swinging at his ass. Ow!
If we are to best this behemoth, we must do whatever we can to knock it off.
Oh, he's got one more bar of health. Fuck!
I suppose we could try to tip the odds in our favour.
At last. It all becomes clear.
Seems we have enraged our foe.
Reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Eat shit, buddy! Oh, Choir, you know I'm talking shit against those people. What's going on Twitter, Maddie?
Well, just the usual stuff, discourse about politics and people talking about video games. It's not too bad at the moment.
I'm digging.
Like, nothing super controversial has crossed my timeline yet.
Yet.
We ought not to provoke it.
Then we best spend it quickly, or else wait for the recent sides.
Ooh! Get knocked down, bitch! Yeah, you can knock down motherfuckers by hitting them, oh shit, just right.
Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand.
Is it like you get like hit them in just the right way? Is it like a stun bar like in the Souls games? Or?
I think there's a stun bar, but you can't see it.
Right.
But they get staggered after a certain point, and then you can knock them just flat on their ass.
I say the Souls games. I think there's only like 2 or 3 that have that.
Rosalind, no!
Oh no.
Get up, my baby.
I shall see to it this does not happen again.
Leave Rosalind alone. Where are you running, you big ugly bastard?
Our foe appears to have grown just as weary as we.
Recklessness has done them no favours.
Die!
Serve their strength.
Fucking die already!
And true, and our quarry.
Woo! Yes.
This is where my luck runs out. Shit.
Where's the cart? Where's the fucking cart? Where'd the cart go? Why are you ahead of us?
Where the sword
Why are there
is,
more monsters?
Cannot weather icy numbing grip.
my curative magics are at your disposal.
Like what you said earlier about this. Like, why would anybody go anywhere? This many monsters on the road.
I wouldn't. This is a lot of fucking monsters. I would never leave town in a world where this many monsters were just dicking around waiting for you.
Well done. Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Unbelievable.
I'll slit your bleeding
The motherfucker riding the cart better not be dead. You good?
Fight to survive, or lay down and die.
Is it over? Oh, of course, there's still more. Get out of here.
It's the last mistake you'll ever make.
Just the entire zoo.
The driver is gone.
We have found a material.
Oh no.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Is the driver dead?
Just make it quick.
Oh no! Oh, now there's bandits. Monsters and then bandits. That's fucking groovy.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
There's no reason to rush into our bedrolls.
It's like playing D&D and your DM is like, I have to roll for every single possible wandering monster.
Over and over again. I'm like, let it in. Oh, the driver's back. Oh, thank God.
Box carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Jesus. Varsky, good afternoon or evening or morning. I don't know. But yeah, fuck this cart, dog. That motherfucker just left me behind and is surrounded by monsters and the cart driver disappeared. I'm like, come the fuck on, buddy. Ah, we've reached our destination, finally. I'm doing all the side quests before I do the story. Well, not all of them, but just whatever ones I feel like doing. Before I focus on the story.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
There
Better
are
have
worse
fucking
ways
made
to
it.
travel, I suppose.
Worse ways to travel. Motherfucker, we got attacked by an ogre, some wolves, and some poor people. Like, the poor people were the worst.
Poor people are the worst, and I know this because I am poor.
As a poor myself, I can tell you with confidence that they suck. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Don't clip that. Nobody better clip that.
They're gonna come for us on Twitter.
RICO and Maddie hates the poors. I didn't say that. I did say that, but I didn't mean it like that.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
It was a joke. We're all just telling jokes here. We're all friends here. All right, where are you, Lennart? Lennart, where are you? I have a letter for you, asshole. Oh, phone call. 1 second.
Now, where was I bound again?
A fine place to ponder the higher mysteries, this. Should I be an optimist today?
Somehow my feet always carry me here.
Mayhap I'll set out on my own adventure someday.
My bed calls and I shan't resist.
Oh, would that I could spend all day here, taken care of before the day's done. Ah, we meet again. Always a pleasure.
Well met, sir.
tad rowdy, but I shan't complain. All I need is my health, I suppose. It's been a hard day.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
A friend of mine who's watching my stream just called me to yell at me asking
Is there
if
aught I
this
can do
game
for you?
if this game was multiplayer, and I said no, it's not. But it should
I'll
be.
go and open the chest.
It definitely fucking should be.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again.
Hey, Trevor, if you're still watching this, fuck you, brother. But I love you. Now, where is Lennart's? There's a guy. I came here all this way to deliver a letter, and he's somewhere in this town. I just have to find him. Sir Lennart's.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you were risen?
Mayhap, you suck my fucking nuts. How about that? I'm not climbing up that ladder. Cynthia, how are you doing, buddy? I charge per fuck. Oh my god. Trevor! Get out of my chat! You get out of my chat soliciting yourself like that. You nasty hoe.
A common reward, frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
I'm doing all right, Cynthia. I'm doing fucking great. This economy is great. Inflation is high, so I bet your rates are unreasonably high. That's the one?
Yeah, this is the one.
I'm digging. It's cute.
I'm in fine fettle today.
It ended up under my
Might
suit.
look to partner up
Ooh.
with someone else.
Ooh. That'll be fine.
Well met, sir.
Oh, they won't. They won't even notice. Unless you point it out.
Place what 'tis, but the seems strange.
Still looking for the guy?
What am I to do?
Because Mom.
Oh, actually, you were in the background of the video I posted.
Am
I reviewed it before I published it, and I did not hear you, but once I published it, YouTube got it.
YouTube caught it. Damn.
Let's make haste.
If you didn't hear it, but YouTube heard it. I told you. I warned you. The copyright shit in this on YouTube is insane.
Oh, no. It didn't copyright or anything.
Oh, okay.
It was just that I didn't hear it when I played it back on my device.
Oh.
But once I uploaded it to YouTube, I could hear it through YouTube.
Damn. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
This is a loud house.
Yeah. There's no way to tell you to quiet down enough because it's also like
The walls are pretty. You can hear so much. The walls are pretty thin. Yeah. I'm sorry.
it's gonna be more conducive to produce videos at home.
Yeah. I will say one thing. That speaks to the quality of the mic on that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because that shit is picking. That is an impressive mic. My mic don't pick up
Actually,
any.
I can hear you up there myself, and I thought that it wasn't picking up you, even though I heard you.
But that's the thing. My mic wouldn't pick you up there, even though I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
But my mic doesn't pick it up. Your mic picks me up. That's a good mic.
Yeah.
So you need to go to a quiet fucking place.
Yeah. If they need to repo it, just let me know.
What?
We were originally gonna have me leave the laptop here.
Oh, okay. That's the joke. That's the joke you're making. Okay, got it. I will.
Now it's like,
It's like, what? It's not.
Streaming my content here. This is not a conducive environment. And then it's gonna have and not a
Oh, absolutely no. Yeah.
Exactly.
You might as well get in the habit of doing it at your house. Yeah.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Drive safe.
I can find peace.
Trevor, I don't want a discount from you. All right? It's not happening. All right, where the fuck am I again? Oh, I was looking for Sir Linart. And I can't fucking find him anywhere. Where are you, Sir Linart?
Well met,
Oh,
sir.
maybe he's that exclamation point over yonder.
Why would a game mark a quest as an exclamation point? That sounds silly.
Yeah, that is very silly. I would, and you know what's crazy is these exclamation points. I have been trying to figure out what the fuck they are, and I can't ever seem to figure it out. Am I not? Is there something I'm not seeing? Trevor, I do it for you, full price. I do it for you. But you know, seriously, where in the fuck are the things that these exclamation points are?
Well met, sir.
All right, Sir Linart. Is he in here? He is not. And people are sleeping. I should get out of here. This is his. One of these is his house.
Now here's a welcome sight.
I'm going to blow a gasket if I don't find this guy. I just want to do this quest and leave. That's the one thing I hate about RPGs. They don't, like, make it abundantly clear where a motherfucker is. Oh, there he is.
Hell, if you've a moment
So
to
I'm
spare,
an
I'd
idiot.
like a
I'm
word.
sorry.
As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another pair of hands.
Oh my god. He wants to rebuild.
Say you, would you be willing to help?
I guess I'll help you rebuild.
Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
Use the
Saurian nest
explosions.
so near the village is worrying indeed.
Can I
Let us
just...
see the explosive casks there.
What can I do for you?
Can't I just kill them with my sword? Why do I have to use
A letter
explosives?
from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Making our report ought to be our next priority.
Alright, well, I'll do that quest later. After I go take care of the Saurians. But before I take care of the Saurians, everybody watching, we're going to take a brief 2-minute intermission because I am going to go pour myself another cup of coffee. Maddie, I'm staying obviously on the call with you. I'm just the people won't hear me.
Sure.
There we go. All right, let me see. Let me turn on my intermission music. All right, everybody. Short 2-minute intermission. Like I said, am going to go grab a cup of coffee. I'm back. I got my coffee, but I'm also all out of creamer, so fuck. Now I'm just gonna start drinking my coffee black. Just the way I like my women. I'm kidding. I was married to a white woman. I've only ever dated white women, but I want to be clear. It's not because I prefer white women over black women or anything like that. It's because every black woman I ever tried to hook up with shot me down. One of which told me, no, two is because I act white as they described it. Funny how that works. I act white. What the fuck does that mean, huh? Huh? You ever heard some shit like that, Maddie?
I dated a girl once who was like, I made a joke and she said, "You sound like a cisgender heterosexual," and I broke up with her right then.
And you nothing of value was lost.
Yeah, it's like what does that even mean? Right?
Exactly. Like, what do you like? What does that fucking mean? What are you trying to say,
What a
buddy?
flowing sight.
A brief respite is naught to decry.
Now, where are these explosives he was talking about? Oh, here they are. All right. He said, take the explosives to the Saurians.
Those are tiny barrels.
These are very tiny barrels. So do I just throw them across? Oh, they're all sleeping down there. I see them. Let me put my fucking glasses on. Jesus Christ. Where are they? Where are my glasses? I can't see without my glasses. Where did I put them? Oh, here they are. There we go. Got my glasses. You gotta act the way I imagine a black person would act, or I won't date you. Yeah, that's what that means. And it is incredibly insulting. Like, it is a racist thing to think and say, and it is also just insulting overall. All right. Can I aim where I throw this, or do I have to carry this across and bring it to them? Oh, I can aim. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I blew them all up. That's new. You couldn't do that before. See, this is what I'm saying when I say that this is like the new and improved version of Dragon's Dogma 1. Because it's really not, it's functionally not that different. But in fact, it's the same game, but better in every way with the addition of more cool shit.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. We met when I worked with her.
Yes, I know.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish
All the little
job,
refinements that make it worthwhile.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to play the first one. Just play this one. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. What?
Any luck, the Saurians will realize that they
Why couldn't you have just said that, like, at the start? Is it blow up their nest, then drop a jar of poison in? Instead, you have to go all the way back to them.
To do the poison. I don't get that. But whatever. This motherfucker wants me committed war crimes. God damn. First napalm them, then poison their water supply. Jesus Christ.
What is
But
this?
pray take
Helldivers?
care not to drop it in the
It
river.
might as well be.
Villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear?
Don't drop the poison in the river. No promises.
Good. You'll find
Oh, I don't know if you saw my tweet. I came across this video from this guy saying it was basically keep politics out of Helldivers.
Oh my God. I don't believe I saw your tweet, but I do know of that. I've seen that type of tweet a little too often for my liking.
It's like, you should just be humiliated if you say something like that in public. Like, if you don't feel it yourself, everyone who sees it should help you feel it, right?
If there's one thing these motherfuckers have shown me, is that they just don't want to think.
That's
They
true.
They just don't want to think. They don't want to be aware of anything. And if you make them aware, don't you dare step on my laptop, baby boy. Come here. Come here, baby. Don't you dare step on my laptop. You will lay the fuck down or you'll walk over me. That's your only options. There you go. Toss a jar
Now
of
we're to
poison.
throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care.
To your
Master.
Witcher?
I guess so. Kind of want to throw it in the river just to see what'll happen.
Poison the tentacles?
It'll poison the water supply. All right. I got the jar of poison. It's a big ass jar of poison. Goddamn. And where did he say throw it? I don't remember. I legitimately don't remember where he said to throw it. Oh,
Like it wasn't
shit.
directly into the nest?
That such tranquility could last.
It is as you say.
Let me see if the quest will tell me. Toss one jar of poison into the Saurian's nest. Is the nest the area that I just threw the bomb at? Like, is that it? Like, just that land? Just make sure it doesn't hit the river?
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn
I wish I could
Might we
save
have
before doing this. Oh, I can. Save before and continue.
rest
Cool.
before pressing on.
All right.
Well done, Master.
I threw it at the
These
nest.
Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself.
You're damn right you couldn't have done it better yourself, even though you look good for your age, sir. You look good for your age.
Watching you,
I like his
got
hair.
thinking.
He reminds me of the guy on
You've the sense
the
of
cover of
skills
Planetfall.
I possess.
That hairstyle and mustache goes surprisingly well together.
Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
'Tis done.
Pay up the money. All right. So where the fuck am I gonna go?
Our destination is rather distant.
Go back to the main castle. Holy shit, that's a ways away. I'm gonna get on this cart and see if the cart will take me back.
And perhaps we ought to
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
Oh yeah, they don't take passengers at night. And I am not traveling through this fucking place at night.
Over here, if you would.
I'm not taking any pat.
In every age, when the Arisen pence, pawns are treated with respect, as a matter of course here.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Wait for the ox car. Oh, that's cool. All right.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
It's only 100 gold.
An
Easy
ox cart
peasy.
ought to make our journey easier.
It better make our
Can
journey
be
easier.
most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
It's smart that they only travel during the day. It'd be stupid to travel at night in this world. Are you kidding me? Shit, I need to head to the store and get more cigarettes. Unfortunately, I do not have a car. Not until next week. The store is only like a maximum 10-minute walk away. And then, you know, maximum 10 minutes back. Maddie, question for you.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of Helltaker?
sounds familiar.
Ah, it's a fun little indie game about a guy who storms into hell to create a harem of demon girls. It is I think it's a very cute game. Just all around cute, but the fan art, whoo! The fan art and the creator himself, his artwork is phenomenal. If Van Ripper, if you ever see my streams, I want you to know, brother, I fucking love you. You created gold, dog. You created gold.
I did at some point add this to my library.
Helltaker?
Yeah, I mean, it's free.
Mm-hmm. It's a free game. You must have heard about it back then because it came out years ago.
Yeah. It does look like a cute little game.
It's free. I mean, the puzzles it's easy to play, but the puzzles can get a little difficult. But it's a good time, and the music, the background music is fucking catchy as shit. Do 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 do. I don't know. It's really good. I'm gonna doze off. Oh, we're here already! Hell yeah!
We have reached our destination.
We better have.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv?
How did I fare? Motherfucker, I got attacked by a giant fucking ogre bear thing, a pack of wolves, and poor people. How do you think I fared? Quite well, actually. I kicked all their asses. Thank you for asking.
Splendid. You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
He said, from the tell of it, you rid the road of a few monsters. I'm like, oh, I almost feel like he's responding to me. He listened.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys.
Ooh, 5,000 gold.
I see no
nice.
harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
It's no great shock to me.
Kitty cat, if you don't quit crying, you're not going outside.
Might I interest you in my humble wares?
Humble wares my asshole. Your wares are humble. My black asshole. Your wares are humble. But I can interest you in my humble wares. Buy my shit. But I got nothing I want to sell right now.
Much obliged, sir.
How do I look with this helmet on? I hate helmets in games, personally. I like to see my face.
It seems like it's such a standard option to hide helmets that Dragon's Dogma not doing that is a little weird.
Yeah, because I want the benefits of wearing it without having to look at myself wearing it. Actually, let me see if is that an option. It is not. It is not. Damn. Oh, well, whatever. I'll wear the fucking helmet.
Rowdy, but I shan't complain.
It does pair well with the shawl I'm wearing and the armor I'm wearing. I just prefer to show my handsome face.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Time to learn some new techniques.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Ooh, goring lunge. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I can launch my people. Look at this shit. You can work with the pawns and launch them up. Damn. Equip vitality. Increases maximum health. Oh, she's got more shots. Ooh. Oh, archery is fucking torrent shot. That is some. Ooh, you can snipe a motherfucker. Increases maximum stamina. You definitely gonna want that. Ambuscade. Let's go. What are you up to, Matty?
Practically nothing.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Adding new categories to my Steam library.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's
Funny you should say hell yeah, because the one I just added was demons.
Hell yeah.
Because Helltaker has demons as a category.
Damn right it does. Oh, ashed on myself. Fucking hell. God damn. Hmm.
Always a pleasure.
It is indeed a pleasure. Get out of my way. Now, where is somebody? Where is the inn? I always forget where the inn is.
Tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry so much.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did.
Warblade, I want you. I need you. Or I could just have a big ass fucking mace. It's a lot cheaper than the Warblade. War. War never changes.
Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Welcome to Bjorn, and quality is what you need if you want to survive.
I already got the gladiator's helmet on. Okay. This armor is way better. It's so expensive.
So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again. Are you in the market for something in particular?
Yes, I am. You know what? Fuck it. I don't typically use maces in games. Or even really big fucking maces. But I will buy this mace. Fuck it.
Do come again.
Where's my pawn? Rosalind.
Yes, master.
Bring that ass over here, girl.
Come take a look.
Are you wearing dog tags because you served or just aesthetics? Just curious. Oh, no, I served. I was a Marine for 10 years. These are my actual dog tags I got issued in boot camp that I've kept all these years. And I guess in a way you could say that it is for aesthetic because I think they look cool as fuck. Huh. Like I don't care what nobody. I know a lot of motherfuckers would be like, "Oh, it's so cringy to still be wearing your dog tags." I'm like, "Well, fuck all of you, okay? I think they look cool as shit." Okay. I think they look cool. I am proud to wear them. I'm not ashamed to wear them. In fact, again, I think they look really fucking cool. I don't need you anymore, two-hander.
Always a pleasure.
I may know too much about the X-Men.
Oh? Do you now?
Oh, like the way Cyclops' eye beams work, and
Yeah, I didn't. I thought because my only experience with the X-Men growing up was the movies that I saw, and his eye beams were basically just laser beams. But to find out that no, they changed it to that. But the original fucking Cyclops, his beams are are his eye beams. His eyes are portals to the punch dimension. In his and the beams are basically just kinetic blasts, like you're getting punched in the face or wherever he hits you. That is the silliest shit in the world, and it goes hard as fuck. I love it.
yeah,
Like that is goofy as fuck.
it is. The first explanation I saw for them was like that they were solar powered, but it turned out whoever wrote that was just high or something. It was always the punch dimension.
I absolutely love that. I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart. I think that is way cooler than the laser, the sun power, solar powered laser beams out of your eyes. No, the punch dimension is so much cooler.
And also, he's immune to his own eye blasts.
Which is good. It would be really silly if the kinetic force actually affected him, because
Yes.
if it did, he would need absurdly strong neck muscles to be able to withstand the blast from his own eyes.
Yeah.
And Emil, thank you. I'm glad you agree that wearing these dog tags, wearing them, they look cool as fuck. That it goes hard as hell. I'm genuinely glad you agree, because yeah. But it's just I met many a Marine or service member who refuses to wear theirs because they just think it looks lame. But I'm like, you all have no taste. You all of you, none of you have any taste or sense of style. Now, one thing I have a slight complaint about with this game is that I can't just send stuff to my storage from my inventory like you could in the first one. That slightly annoys me.
Might as well take a look. What?
Yeah, you need a balance between verisimilitude and convenience.
Yeah.
It's just pure quality of life.
It's just pure quality of life. Because this is actually annoying. Because I would very much like to just send stuff to my inventory.
While you're here, eh?
Or to my storage. But I can't. What? This motherfucker sells armor? Anything that signals I've been to war goes hard as fuck. Amen, brother. Problem is, I've never gone to war. I should probably tell you that. I have not been in combat. I was an aviation technician, and then after that, I was a combat marksmanship coach, and then after that, um, substance abuse control officer. But nothing I've done has, other than combat marksmanship coach, has anything to do with war. Okay, this armor and this helmet goes hard as fuck. Look at this shit. But it's weaker than what I'm currently wearing. Damn it. I want to wear both, but it's like, it'll make me weaker. And the enemies in this game already hit hard as fuck. I am over encumbered. Still, that sounds cool still though. Yeah, I did a lot of cool stuff. Like I loved my job, Emil. I want you to know that. I loved everything I did. And I loved a lot of the people I met. I had a good time while I was in. Can't say the same for many out there. You know, there's plenty of people who, you know, I would argue probably, you know, most people do not have a good time when it comes to the military. But I did. And maybe it's because my standards were of what a good time is was really low. I don't know. All I know is I had a good time. And believe it or not, I actually have the option to go to get back in. I just the reason I hadn't already is because I am a little too heavy by Marine Corps standards now. Like you look at me, I don't look like it, but I'm actually 285 pounds. I may not look it, but I am 285 pounds of solid muscle, but I'm a little too wide now. Because the Marine Corps, by the Marine Corps standards, for one, never mind how wide I am, the weight the Marine Corps wants me to be for my age and height, or for my age, height, yeah, for my age and height, wants me to be 197 pounds. That is what the Marine Corps wants. Which was fine. I never once made weight while I was in. I've always been over 200. But I made tape. Like when they, you know, the tape measure of your waist and all that, your neck and waist. Unfortunately, as the years have gone by, I've only gotten bigger. Like bigger and bigger and fucking bigger. It's a like it's a doozy. I am fucking look at me. Look at these muscles, dog. I'm flexing right now. I am fucking, my shoulders are broad. I'm brolic as fuck. I've only gotten bigger. What's up?
So I was saying all of the understanding about body weight, muscle, and fat is bad everywhere.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. They don't give it. They don't want big muscular me in the Marine Corps. I would look bad in the Marine Corps, but no, I'm in good shape. I work out regularly.
Like,
I don't fucking get it. Like I genuinely don't get it.
Like the cast of Predator wouldn't be in the military.
No, none of them. Fucking none of them.
Many thanks.
The cast of Predator wouldn't be allowed in the military by our current military standards. Or not current, by the military standards we've had up to this point.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said current, as if this hasn't been the case for fucking years, for decades.
They're all too ripped.
We're too ripped. We're too ripped. Where is the storage area? I don't remember. Oh, it's at the inn. It's at the inn. Okay, where's the inn? No, that's the divination lady. And yes, Emil, this mace is wild. I kind of like it
my
now.
heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Kind of like Sauron's mace in Lord of the Rings.
Exactly. Where is the inn? Oh wait, I think I know where it's at now. I'm looking at the map and I'm like, that looks like an inn.
It just needs to let you actually hit things and have them go flying.
Oh yes, and the beauty of this game's mechanics is that things do go flying. Ooh, free money. Ooh, free chest. Fluted bow, thank you. This is not an inn, by the way. I came in here for, well, not for nothing. I got free money and a bow. But, like, that's not the inn. Where is the inn? Please tell me. I need to know. Is this the inn? It is not. Nothing in here.
I think they'd have a big sign, a big flag on the map.
Like something. Like, give me something to work with here, people. There's the Star Drop Inn. But I thought you could only drink beers there. Is that like an actual inn? No, Shakir's Inn. Here it is.
Might as well take a look while you're here.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Shakir's Inn. Where? No, kitty. No. Don't step on my laptop. Who's a good boy? Not you. Get out of here. All right. No, that's the guild. Where is the fucking inn?
Oh dear.
Somebody tell me.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Oh, here it is. Found it.
You arisen?
Finally.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all.
All right, I can deposit shit. Rotten beefsteak. Ill. Don't need you. I don't understand how they expect me to be able to travel out on the land carrying camping kits when the camping kits take up so much fucking weight. Why is inventory weight a thing still? Fuck. Yeah, people. I can't. I can't imagine going into combat and somebody swinging a mace at me. That would actually be terrifying. Well, that's a horrible way to go.
Yeah, medieval weaponry in general just looks like horrifically cruel.
Horrifically fucking cruel. Like they are there to fuck you up in the worst fucking way.
Like swords look like the nicest, and they are awful to be hit by.
Yeah.
Then you get into like the hammers and the maces and pole arms, and it's like somebody's attacking you with a can opener designed for your skull.
Exactly. All right, cleared her inventory. All right. Yeah, no, I've seen some crazy fucking medieval weapons over the years. Ugh, jagged, laceration, the whole nine. It's just fucking brutal. And it's like they gotta hit you over and over and over again to kill you. When you became disabled by your injuries, yeah.
Vernworth.
Just imagine what it would be like. You're wearing plate armor and someone caves part of it in,
Oh
and you
yeah.
can't just take it off.
You can't just take it off. And you're just stuck in that shit. And so you just, so as Emil basically alludes to, motherfuckers basically gotta beg for a mercy kill. All right.
Oh, and some of the names just imply things. Like, how did the Bohemian ear spoon get the name?
Bohemian ear spoon?
Yes, it's like a spear
Commerce is the domain of clever minds.
with like triangular guards on the side.
Oh my god. And why did it, do you know why it got that name?
Wiki says that it probably got it from the Czech name, which meant something like Erie Volge, which refers to the sharp tips. So it's like not a literal reference to ears.
Okay,
But,
thank God.
but like when you hear about a weapon called an ear spoon, it's like, what is this? Is this like a melon blower for your head? What kind of horrible things did people do with this?
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me. I'm like, I don't even want to know what they did with those. All right, my pawns are under my level now, so I should probably return these two.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
I'm gonna miss you, Shadow. You beautiful cat lady, you. But you're level 8 and I'm level 12. It's not you, it's me. Well, no, it's definitely you.
She has to train.
You have to go be trained. Go forth and be trained, young one. Five days travel.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
I found a page with the top 5 most gruesome medieval weapons.
Oh God.
I have nothing to share at present.
with their boiling oil, the war scythe, the Zweihunter, which yes,
There are paths diverge
maces,
here.
just
Surely
maces
one-
in general, and the war elephant.
What's the war elephant?
It's an elephant.
Oh, like an actual elephant.
Yes.
Oh, very well. And Emil, I bet there is a weapon called the Nutcracker.
In Dead Cells, there's a mace called the, or a warhammer, or something called the Nutcracker.
Of course there is.
Lethal Company has one too, which is, or actually, I think that's an enemy. Actually, looks like one of the soldiers from the Nutcracker.
All right. I found my friend's pawns. The people on my Discord server and good friends of mine. I was like, hey, I'm your pawns are mine now.
Isn't that the point of having Steam friends, is so their pawns can be yours?
Exactly.
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. You'll be safe in my care, Arisen. If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask.
So the way pawns work in this game, Emil, is they assist you in combat for one. Like that's about the simplest thing I can say on that. Like they assist you. That's their job. They're there to back you up.
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide. Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
They're there to assist you. And everyone has a pawn. One pawn, a self-made pawn. And pawns exist in a kind of nexus world.
The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rim, we can
And they
contract with
exist to
peculiar
serve the
illness
Arisen.
that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time, we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
That sounds most unpleasant. I do hope we shall remain free of it.
Need anything?
I need to rest at an inn, buddy, but I need money to do that. So I'm gonna sell some stuff. But Emil, does that answer your question? A smoke beacon that emits a scent enticing to harpies. When lit in certain locations, any harpies within the range will flock near. They sell for 1,000 gold each. I don't need these. So, give me money. Why do I have a feeling that once I sell these, I'm going to regret it? Always get that feeling, you know? Like, that I'm going to fucking regret it. It would be like, oh, this obscure item you never use. Well, guess what, bitch? Here's this. You're gonna find myself in that very, very specific circumstance that fuck me, brain work. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm selling it. I'm done thinking about it. No thinky. Are you certain you wish to proceed? See, it even asked me, am I certain that I wish to sell that? Fine, I'll keep it. Motherfucker. God. What can I sell? I have nothing to sell. Oh wait. Sleep debilitation. What was that noise on my phone? So yeah, there's a notification that it's almost time for my talk show with Wick and his people. Okay, selling that. Still don't have enough to rest. Shit. Now I have enough to rest. Awesome.
Many thanks.
I'm going to go rest at the fucking inn. And hold on a second. Let's look at these quests. Monster hunting quest. I can do something like that. That's simple. I was just there. Where the fuck is that inn at? It was over yonder.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
No, thank you. I'm not going above anywhere. Here we go.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
A good sleep will ensure that indeed. Who we still got in the chat, by the way? I'm very curious. It says I got 3 viewers now on YouTube, 1 on Twitch, and 295 on Twitter. Which, by the way, I looked up the analytics of my Twitter. Now that I got, Twitter Blue and all that, I can actually look up the analytics on my, Twitter streams. And most of the viewers are on mobile, which is bad because you can't chat on mobile. God, I don't really feel like doing this talk show tonight at 6:30 anymore. I kind of just want to fucking play this game all day. If I'm being real with you. I just want to play video games and not argue with people. Maddie?
Yes?
Still with me, buddy?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I hope I've been able to entertain you at least a little bit while, today.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Oh, hell yeah. But I'm not keeping you from anything, am I?
Not really.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, a bug. All right. I have
I
rested
was
at
a
the
tad
inn.
incautious in my travels this time. A horde of goblins got the better of me, if you can believe it.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
A new day, a new perspective.
All right. What is the fastest way to get to where I need to go? I have 2 other places I need to go to. But yeah, I have to go in an hour for this fucking talk show. This better be worth. I swear to God, it better be worth my time. All right, so this way. So I'm gonna go northeast. Northeast, and then go east. All right, cool.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master sword.
You know what I'm starting to wonder though? Actually, hold on a second. I want to check something real quick, y'all. Stand by. Stand the fuck by. You know what sucks, Maddie?
What's that?
Is that I worry that no one's gonna watch anyone streaming this game because of all the bad press it's getting.
Yeah. Like,
save for the few onesie twosies, I feel like people are just gonna go out of their way to avoid anything pertaining to this game.
well, Twitch currently has 167,000 people watching Dragon's Dogma players. So, and some pretty big streamers are streaming it.
Well, that's good.
So it looks okay for the moment.
That's good.
Twitch currently has 167,000 people watching Dragon's Dogma players. So, and some pretty big streamers are streaming it.
Well, that's
not sure how YouTube looks at the moment. So it looks okay for the moment.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad That's good. Some people
Which
are
currently
like.
has 167,000 people watching Dragon's Dogma players. So I feel like the first Dragon's Dogma is really a widely loved game. Not sure how YouTube looks at the moment. So it looks okay, and that's going to draw people in even with the negative reviews.
This is true. This is true. Hmm.
It'll be interesting to see where the reviews are in a week.
That's for true. That's true. Give it a week. Let people actually play the game.
Have we purchased all that we require?
Like
We ought to
yesterday,
review
they
the
were
contents
at
of our
like
bags,
36%. Now it's up to 41% positive.
Okay. So okay. Yeah, give us. I'm gonna leave a positive review personally. Once I get a chance. Once I sit down and do it, hey, I'm gonna give this game a positive review because it's fucking great.
Oof.
It is kind of easy to compare this to how like Shadow of War went. Because, you know, it had lots of microtransactions at the start too. Which people hated. But the game was good.
The game is good. They get over it eventually. Inevitably.
And now, yeah. And now it's like at 88% positive 7 years later.
Yeah. Once the initial hate mobs die down, ooh, that's why I always know the hate mobs is just a short-term trend.
The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Our most priority is to douse those flames.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment. I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
There's one, I don't mind the traversal in this game, but I have one big criticism with this game and the first one. The use of stamina outside of combat.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Didn't Elden Ring like stop doing that?
Yep.
And it was good.
Elden Ring broke that fucking trend. If you're not in combat.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Like, I understand how a lot of mechanics end up like enshrined, even though they're mostly just nuisance. But over time, you really should see a lot of them change for the better, like that.
Here's to hoping. Who's a good cutie? Who's my baby boy?
Like, balancing something around nuisance factor is just annoying. Or treating nuisance factor like a balancing issue.
Ooh, a campsite over there. Duly noted.
That reminds me. Ours is a party of women, by and large.
And I've no objections.
Hmm. Who's my baby? Use my baby.
Nodding off where I stand.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true.
Get that tail. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, that was cool. Kitty cat.
Hold fast, Arisen. I will be with you in but a moment.
What is that fucking? Oh, Griffin. I'm not fighting that Griffin. It's too early in the game. I'm not ready. I knew I heard a Griffin. Motherfucker.
Well, we may not die in battle, which is a far cry from being invincible.
Fucking wolves.
If we mastered that
Get
attack,
outta here.
we would be invincible.
Alright, I got two options of directions to go. I can go left and then right all the way down. Or go right all the way down that way. Oh wow. Either way is a kind of a... No, the other way is shorter.
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
Oh, Maddie?
Yes.
Another thing.
I sustain
If,
yours
oh, sorry, I'm trying not to die. There we go. If at any point you would like to end our call, you are more than welcome to do so. Like, don't feel like you have to be here, or you just feel like you can't say, like, tell me, hey, I'm ready to end the call now. Yeah, I can take it. I just want you to know that going forward.
I appreciate that, but it's okay. I'm not staying because I feel like I have to. I have periods of being more or less talkative.
No. I just wanted to give you that heads up going forward. It's just like, trust me, not much bothers me.
weak to lightning strike.
Ooh.
I appreciate the company.
Allow me.
Me too. How are you dead already, Revolve?
Seems irresponsible.
Very. Get out of here. Send them flying. Get back up, motherfucker.
I am saved. Thank you, Arisen. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder.
Yep, stay on the main road.
How
Stay
best
on
to
the...
proceed.
So, you know, about taking nuisance mechanics out of games, I remember one of the things that was the most in WoW, one of the most contentious things I ever did was suggest that they make the travel routes like from Azure Mist Island to everywhere else less of a nuisance. It was like I don't know, shot Archduke Ferdinand or something.
It pissed off people when you suggested that?
Yeah, like yeah, because like at the time you would have to take a boat from Azure Mist to the mainland, and then from there you could just take flight paths and go anywhere you want, right?
Right.
But they could have just set up a flight path from Azure Mist to I forget the name of the zone, but like the zone you go to after the starting zone on that side of the game.
Right.
And it got people so mad at me. And I don't really understand what it is that makes people really want to defend time sinks to the death.
I suppose there can be no harm in
I did it, so should you, or I'm used to it, so don't complain. I don't know. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
It never makes any sense.
And people would just make up entire like engine requirements out of whole cloth. Like it's impossible to teleport somebody on a flight path unless they go through an arch. And then, you know, Blizzard just implemented that. They added the flight path in the next expansion. And it was fine.
It was fine. Like, come on. Ooh. Yeah, I'm a big believer in quality of life mechanics being entirely necessary. You want to stream you want to streamline shit as much as possible. Or streamline. Like the little little nitty-gritty shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, a fairy stone. Nice. I like especially when it comes to traversal, I like traversal to be as simplistic as possible. Of course, I want people to explore my world, the world that's been created, but I also don't want them spending an unnecessary amount of time doing so. Like, or at least if they're gonna do it, I want them to enjoy it.
Let my magic
Putting up a bunch of invisible walls or just making things very difficult. Like, it's really easy in Skyrim to go down a path and end up like in a dead end outside. And they didn't have to design it that way. They could have made it more fun to like climb over things.
Absolutely.
The Arisen has been put to sleep.
Oh, I've been put to sleep. Shit.
Arisen!
I think Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild got it really well right. Make it traversal fun in a way that so you don't just feel like you have to teleport everywhere. You actually enjoy jumping around and gliding around. You're having fun.
Yeah, you can climb everything.
Climb everything, glide everywhere. You're having a good old time.
Ingredients are plentiful here.
It's one thing I like in Helldivers is most things you can just climb.
It is weird you can't jump in that game, though.
Yeah, no default jump is kind of odd. The jump pack is fun, but it's like either you can't jump or you have a jetpack.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Oh, and vaulting. If you're running at something, then you kind of jump over it a little. If it's low enough for you to do that.
Protect the shipment! Steel yourself! Cut
Oh.
the fiends down! Don't let them touch the ship!
It is a game, I think, where like out of combat stamina makes sense because you're never really out of combat. You just don't see any enemies sometimes.
Oh, that makes sense. That does make sense. Gotcha.
The product of heedlessness. Cannot help.
Reval, why do you keep dying?
Here, strike with lightning on your side.
Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint.
You did disappoint. Why would you say you hope that you did not disappoint? You did.
Arisen, are you all right?
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
Yep, pleasure to help you, gentlemen. Thanks for the gold. I do like the camping mechanic in this game.
There are worse places to make camp.
There are
Let us keep this
campsites,
place in mind for the
they're
night
fucking everywhere, so you can rest anytime. That was a problem in the last game, that you'd end up hurt as fuck, and you just have to make your way all the way back to town to heal, and then make your way all the way. Like, you had to, there were too many times where you'd have to break up between each thing going on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because there was no means of healing yourself.
Yeah, and like I know mages in the first one had to choose between like offensive magic and healing.
Yep. But now you get both. I have 2 fairy crystals, and I'm wondering if I should use one. I kind of don't want to, though.
Did you ever play Pillars of Eternity?
Pillars of Eternity? No.
So it's by Obsidian. They made it like as a callback to like the old Baldur's Gate games and such when nobody was making those games. But one mechanic I really disliked in it was you could only camp if you had camping supplies, and there was a limited amount of camping supplies through the entire game.
Ooh. Yeah, that's never good.
And they were trying to encourage people to take longer between rests, but I feel like doing it that way didn't feel good.
Yeah, because I think there's a way you can pull that off and make it feel good, but they just kind of failed at that. This game makes it feel good, but the problem is inventory fucking weight. The camp supplies take a lot of fucking weight.
Yeah. Is there a CRPG that has ever done inventory right?
No, I guess. If it was up to me, there'd just be no inventory weight. If it was in every game, if I ever got to be the one to decide, I'd be like, no, we are not doing inventory weight. And I will fire anyone who suggests it.
Yeah. Like, Mass Effect didn't have weight, but it was really easy for your inventory to fill up without you noticing.
Well, that's pretty fucking good. Wait, fill up your weight. Did it have inventory weight or not? I think I misheard you.
It didn't have weight. It just had inventory slots. You could carry so many
inventory.
items.
See, I don't mind slots.
Yeah. But you couldn't, like, the interface for inventory was awkward, and you could easily miss that you were almost full. And then in the middle of a mission, suddenly you have to turn everything that drops into, break it down into components.
Okay, that just sounds like that would get annoying.
Yeah.
That does sound a little annoying.
It feels like it's just hard to do inventory in a way that doesn't feel awkward. But there are a lot of things that they could streamline to make it less annoying.
I would think so. I don't mind inventory space, I guess, to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess that's preferable to inventory weight, where your character is now stuck walking because he has too much shit in his inventory. But if you're gonna do inventory weight or slots or whatever the fuck, I think that you should be able to not automatically, but I mean like manually send the stuff that's in your inventory back to your storage, your storage container, like was the case in Dragon's Dogma 1.
Or it's in Baldur's Gate 3.
In Baldur's Gate, you can do that there. Like that should just be a standard. Like, okay, we got weight, but I should be able to send it or like just send that shit back whenever I can.
Yeah.
Hey, Cynthia. Yeah, it has been 3 hours, but I got a talk show to do in 29 minutes, so
And,
shit, maybe I should end this stream and take a break before then. I kind of just want to push it all the way until it's time to start that. Yeah, it is cold, isn't it? I have to turn the AC on auto. How many cities?
Demon Souls had weight and inventory weight. You could max out your carry weight with stuff in your inventory, and then Dark Souls didn't.
I know. I hated Demon Souls for that reason, among many, many others.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the stream, walk to the store, grab myself some stuff, come back, and by the time I'm back, it'll be time for that show. So this is my little break.
Here for a reason.
Thank you all for sticking by me during this stream. Remember to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. And support me on Patreon if you feel so inclined. I especially would appreciate the Patreon one, of course. So with that said, y'all have a great day.
Yeah.